This time of the year, sun's still strong enough that if you are in the sun, it does tend to feel a little bit warmer. It always helps out, at least at the very least. You'll notice that we've got a lot of blue sky out there, just a couple clouds drifting through. That will be the case as we kind of go through the rest of the day today. But really the story will be the abundant sunshine, which is going to carry us through the next several days. Really, you could not ask for a better forecast headed into the Guardians game later this evening. Temperatures will be pretty comfortable. We'll walk you through that hour-by-hour forecast here coming up in just a couple seconds, but you'll notice that as we go through the rest of the week into the weekend, this mild stretch will continue. Temperatures outside right now, if you're stepping out for lunch, we're already into the mid to upper 50s across the area. Over the next several hours, you'll see that we'll warm a little bit more, but that wind, especially if you're in downtown, will turn more out of the north, and that will help to keep that temperature just a couple of degrees cooler than where we will be, say, for places a little farther inland. And then those clear skies start to take over tonight, and that's when you're going to notice that temperature starting to fall at a little bit more of a consistent rate. Later this afternoon, this is where we're headed. Big improvements from where we were yesterday. Daytime highs expected upper 50s to about low 60s. Some of the warmer air will be for areas farther off to the west. And again, if you are headed to Game 3 later this evening, you can expect temperatures close to first pitch, right around the mid to upper 50s, and then just steadily dropping as we go through those overnight hours because of that light wind and those clear skies. It's going to efficiently allow that temperature to cool off. I do anticipate some places will likely wake up with a little bit more of that patchy frost by early tomorrow morning, a little warmer as you get a little closer to the lakeshore. Then you look ahead to the weekend, and all of a sudden, it doesn't really feel like we're in that fall season anymore, or at least the middle part of October. Daytime highs are headed back for the low to mid 70s by early this next week. We'll talk about if there's any rain in the forecast in your first alert forecast coming up.
Cold, I should say, start to the day. The sun finally shining. Still a little cool out there, but temperature's going to be going up here too over the next couple of days.
Yeah, and that's really going to be the bigger trend for us, especially as we look ahead towards the end of the week into the weekend. I know we have so many events going on here across Northeast Ohio, especially just because of the time of the year that it is, but we've got postseason baseball. We also have the Browns back in town, and you want a good forecast to get outside and enjoy a lot of these activities. And the good news is, the next big thing in our forecast is enjoying that. Lots of sunshine and a warming trend. Today will likely be one of the cooler days that we will notice over the next several days. And you'll also see not much in the way of rain. We'll watch towards the early to mid part of this next week. We may get some pattern breakdown signals that try to bring in some better chances for rain, but right now nothing's set in stone with that. That's something way in the distance that we'll have to watch to see if this high pressure system can break down enough to allow systems to come in from the west. For now, this is going to be a very strong one, and it's going to be hard to see it really budge a whole lot over the next several days, which is why the forecast is going to be so pleasant through the end of the work week and into the weekend. Temperatures for this evening's game against the Yankees, Game 3, first pitch 5:08. Temperatures will be closer to about the upper 50s. So if you are headed into downtown, yes, skies will be clear. You'll have the sunshine at least initially, but I would definitely bring a sweater, a jacket, something to keep you a little bit warmer. We won't have much of a breeze on hand both tonight or even into tomorrow night, but because that sky is clear, it's going to allow that temperature to fall more efficiently once you get past sunset. So Game 4 tomorrow, 8:08 p.m. You'll notice a very similar temperature for first pitch, mid to upper 50s, staying dry, and that is going to be the trend for us. Overnight's next couple of days will be cool. Maybe not quite as chilly as where we were earlier this morning, though I wouldn't be shocked if we did have a couple spots waking up to some patchy frost by early tomorrow, but temperatures will rebound very quickly under all that sunshine. For tomorrow, we'll start off the morning into the 30s. You'll notice this trend through the afternoon, though. By lunchtime, already near 60 degrees. Then tomorrow afternoon into the mid 60s. And that trend only continues as we go through the rest of the work week headed into the weekend. And if you're headed to the Browns game on Sunday, you couldn't ask for better weather. Temperatures through most of the game will rest into those upper 60s. We'll gain a little bit more ground in the temperature department Monday into Tuesday of this next week. Daytime highs expected back into the mid 70s. Overnights, very mild as well. But you'll notice those clouds starting to work in Tuesday into Wednesday. That's the signal that the pattern may finally start to break down by the middle part of this next work week. But again, beautiful stretch. Enjoy it as we head into the weekend.